Hello, 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 everyone. Mike Arnold here, co-founder, Pat Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. Good afternoon, Patrick. Again, back for more. Hey, Raj. We got a 5, we got a 1, we got a party. Son, you're just going to town, Raj. Again, this will probably be lower viewership holiday here in the U.S., but futures markets were open. We'll just peek in real quick on the financial futures, which are going to open again in about an hour and 30 minutes from the recording time of this video. And then we're back to a shortened week. You are counting down. Well, thank you. Well, thank you for the countdown. All right. Just real quick, you are welcome, Raj. Hey, yo, yo, hello. Hey, Lauren. All right, people coming in. Wow. Wow, look at this on a holiday afternoon. What is going on? Oh, boy. Hey, John. Tom, the futures traded earlier. They're not open right now. You can't say futures are already green. They're not even trading at this moment. We had a holiday in the U.S. And why do you show up on days like this? Well, you know what? I don't even understand. Hey, Davey. Can we even have a red day for bear? We've had a lot of red days. Boy, I just think you just like to say stuff. Maybe you just like to hear somebody talk, say, "Hey, Tom stock." All right, remember, just a reminder, because I don't know how many people tuned in to the various. We did a live sector overview this morning. So you could tune in on that. I also, between yesterday and again today, I talked about key levels of things and where they, especially for the top 10 stocks in the spiders and what had already triggered potential return to their some key lows and what has yet to trigger. So please, there's a lot of information in there. So please do check that out. Also, I talked to this morning on that live sector overview, which, how do you find what stocks to potentially go long or short? And I talked about using ETF.com. So, oh boy, really, Lauren? The Aussie yen is green? What? Wait. Should we run out and buy Aussie yen? Bullish this week because a lot of people are feeling bearish. Look, we're just going to trade the price action. There's a very key level we're watching for further stuff. Good evening, Anissa. Hope you had a wonderful trading day over in Europe. Remember, Europe, Asia, there's no holiday today. That's why we're still here. Maybe rolling over right now. Wait, long or short, Laura? Long or short? Tomorrow's still leaning towards subtract 4,300 to 3,940. Okay, you're now at 40.29 by Friday. Bullish this week again. Oh boy. All right, tomorrow. Let's just get through this. I appreciate everybody for showing up. We got the S&P composite 15 minutes after the official open, so 8:45 Central, and then non-manufacturing PMI 30 minutes after the open, 9 Central. Those are the big potentially moving things tomorrow. Other than that, very quiet day. We don't even have to recap. I looked at that on Sunday. Fed watch still 60-40, just for the recap. Still in negative gamma territory. Zero gamma's 41.23. By the way, nothing before the open tomorrow that's worth looking at. After the close, UiPath, Coupa, really Coupa and GitLab. The only things that are really interesting. So keep that in mind, but nothing before the open. So very quiet. Again, we had a very narrow range due to U.S. holiday. But some people are going to celebrate the green bar. Now, we are trying to get out of oversold condition with daily cycles turning up. So would I be surprised to see a pop move higher? No, not at all. The reason I'm really doing this is because here are the levels I am keying off of. for the Asian and European session, 39.43. Above 39.43, then we're into a clear path move. The major targets for that are 39.61. Then I'd be watching 39.84, and then upwards to, that's a minor level. I'm going to go really to the breakdown zone. The official breakdown zone on the 1 hour would be 4,007. Okay, so that would just be a return to the 4,000 area. Gonna keep an eye. If you had to have me stress a level, if we break above 39.43, I'd be watching the other end of the 4-hour rotation zone, which is coming in just below this 39.61. So that is key. Where do we sit on the weekly? We're still trying to get to a bottom on the weekly, so we could see a little bump up move and then another daily rotation down before we get to weekly cycle lows. And we have not hit oversold. And 39, remember the key closing level, not just because it's a 62.5, 38.99, but that would be the close below the breakout move that started the last major leg up. So that is a very, very key level. Okay? Do not ignore that level. And it also has significance for Elliott wave. I'm not going to go into all that right now, but that does have Elliott wave significance, and we should then return. Overall, though, your major weekly rotation zone, which is sloping down again, 40.34. So any of these rallies back or just above 4,000 could be setting up for significant sells again. That's what I want to say. Wouldn't be surprised, by the way. Yes, above today's high is a aggressive percent beat buy. Keep in mind it's lower probabilities because of the holiday volume, and that would just be a little bump up. Last time we returned to the daily rotation zone, 4,000 again. So on any rally, what do you think my major target area is? 4,000 and possibly slightly above it. NASDAQ, blah, 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 pretty much the same thing. Above 12,150, clear path move, 12,260, and then the technical, I'm going to go a little below the breakout zone, about 12,365 for the targets. I'd be keeping an eye on this 12,242 to 12,250 on the break to the upside. And yes, there is a little mini potential double bottom on the NASDAQ. I forgot to mention that. Also still valid on the S&P. But that would need at least a 4-hour close, about 40.19 on the S&P. And for the NASDAQ, 12,461 before you get a more sustained bullish pattern. Long way off from that. Dow, also double bottoms. Should we break down, I forgot the breakdown zones. Again, 3,900 is my major support. And to finish the head and shoulders pattern, 38.86. But on a daily level, 38.99 is the key level. To the downside on the NASDAQ, we're sitting right against this 62.5, 12,070. So that's what I'm watching on the daily basis. If we did push below Friday's lows, 11,906 to 11,867 is the major support area. Dow on a breakdown. We're going to just update these to this little pausing bar here. But that's not even the level I'm using. The full target is 31,155 and then 31,045 and 38.99. To the upside, a break above 31,600 virtually takes me to a target, which I'm bumping down to 31,782. Russell, yes, double bottom here. You see the second target hit. If we do break below Friday's lows, 1787.80, then 1774. To the upside, the key area I'm watching now for a break is roughly to the upside break would be 1825 into an advanced clear path. And the next key level would be about 1849 to 1851. You're watching 1841 on a 4-hour closing basis. DAX, yes, this can still be a double bottom even with this little hiccup there. So that's the only thing with the DAX. You can even see it on the daily. That is a long way off from triggering, but that's the only really key thing. We start breaking above 12,766. 12,830 is very key with the 4-hour rotation zone. Above that is 12,938. Notes, not much follow through. Aggressive buy was on the second, slamming into the daily rotation zone. The stop for that would technically be below the first. But this is not something I'm looking for. Again, the gap fill was today. Holiday weekend. The buy I would be looking for is on a break above 116.28, and that would just be for a play to 117.18. We statistically favor a return to 115.07 at least. That's why I would not fight that trend in the short term. Crude triggered we had the OPEC cuts, not cuts. It's just a scale back to their August level. That was enough to trigger in the very low volume and then pull back to the key level. So this could be entered on today with a much better reward to risk and a tight stop. All right, a tight stop. Again, longer term still in bearish mode. This would be with the pullback was able to be entered, and it would be just a close above 4-hour close below 87.36 or a trade below 86.90. Again, lower probability because triggered during holiday session and against the longer term trend. Would have to put in everything for completeness. Hello, options 22. So, sorry, I'm reading the Master Trader book, and the correlation between Aussie Japanese yen is strong with the market trend on every big dip. Was just mentioning because of the book. Yes, there is a lot of correlation because of the nature of the Japanese yen with risk on versus risk off mode in the global markets. Now, once the yen stops becoming a rush to safe haven, that will change at a certain point. So do keep that in mind. I'm actually impressed with the number of people who have popped in here for the holiday stream. So just wanted to mention that. Other than that, the yen on the currency is looking a little toppy. I'm watching for a potential short-term topping play when the key support's back to about 140. Yes, there is this horribly sloppy double top, but you need a close below 139.84 to trigger it. Bitcoin still caught in the range. Not much going over. Just watching for the next rollover play on that. Yes, exactly. I'm leaning risk on, risk off. Thank you. Yes, that's really because of the rush to the yen as a safe haven currency. Once the yen blows, though, and who knows when that will happen, it will blow at some point just because of their trying to suppress their 10-year their yields, then that will shift, Lauren. So just be aware of that. And when it shifts, it will shift very rapidly. I think that's about it. Not much else to talk about. So, unless there's any other questions, we should be done for the day. Please check out the sector overview. And I shall see everyone tomorrow morning. So we'll fine-tune our levels based off the Asian and European price action, but that should be enough to get us through the evening. With that, everybody in the U.S., have a wonderful rest of your Labor Day. You are welcome, Anissa. Yeah, Lauren, I'm also learning the Trin and the Tick. Those are very, very powerful tools. I love utilizing the Trin and Tick. We don't cover them a lot here besides stuff I've talked about with ranges on the Tick because it's more for intraday trading, but they are very useful even if you're trading the financial futures. I watch them constantly. So, with that, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to everyone tomorrow. Bye for now.